My toxic trait is I always have to say something, which tends to get me in trouble, but I don't care. Let's go.
Let me talk to you.
I be popping off at the mouth. I be popping off at the mouth. Talk this shit cause I look like this. I be popping off at the mouth. I be popping off at the mouth. I be popping off at the mouth.
If you were just tuning in, you were listening to Poppin' Off at the Mouth by Chevy, and I am Callie.
Yes.
Make sure y'all stream that. It is on my New Year, New Me playlist. It's also on the New Lanta playlist.
Yes.
So, yeah, make sure you guys
all year long.
get up into that. Speaking of popping off, let's get up into this Milley Rock approved, okay? As y'all know, I score restaurants, films, shows, all kinds of stuff and experiences using a diamond scale to help y'all navigate if these things are worth your hard-earned dollars, time, and participation, okay? We score these by the rock rating on hashtag Milley Rock approved, and it's based off the 5 diamond categories: 1 poor, 2 fair, 3 good, 4 very good, and 5 excellent. If your product, film, television show, experience, whatever, doesn't come with a Milley Rock approved, you can't trust it. So, speaking of, the Great Soul Food Cookoff is right now streaming its pilot season on HBO Max and Amazon Prime. Originally, it came out in 2021, so it's actually not super new, y'all. It actually came out in 2021 on OWN Network, so shout out to Oprah for this. And it's a cooking competition that brings 8 chefs to a beautiful kitchen, embracing all of Black culture and the melanated nuances of our food. So, it first premiered, like I said, in 2021 on OWN Network, and you know, they are competing for a grand prize of $50,000. So although it's 8 chefs competing, only one can take home the $50,000. From smack talking to lip smacking, the dishes these chefs come up with highlight Black history and the innovations made in soul food. Of course, you know, we got a Black Voices channel on HBO, so it doesn't make it's not crazy leap to see this show on there, which I like. I'm like, okay, Black culture, let's go.
Let's do it.
We like seeing the food. I love the concept of the competition and highlighting the African-American chefs in America who are making soul food a staple in more places than just the South. There is even a chef on there from ATL.
Okay.
So, however, there's just this like one thing that I can't get past, and apparently neither can society. Spoiler alert. In episode 2, there's 6 episodes in this pilot season. There's only 1 season so far that I've seen out everywhere. But in episode 2, this is a spoiler alert, the chefs are challenged to create a high-end dish using low-quality meat. The idea was that back in the day when Black people were enslaved, we were given the worst cuts of meat, like the scraps. Whatever was left, that's what we had to eat, I guess. And they challenged the chefs to make something using these terrible cuts of meat. I'm talking, it was just, first of all, the theme was pig, because it was all pig parts. And it was pig liver, chitlins, pig snouts, pig feet. I'm like, first of all.
That's because pigs are the cheapest.
Yes. I was just like, this is gross. And then they had to make it a high quality dish. Of course, the part about that was like, oh yeah, because we were enslaved, like we had to learn how to make something delicious out of something that's really terrible. And I really do, of course, appreciate the historical reference, but it's just like, why do we got to come back to that? Like, why is that episode 2? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, yes, Black people were enslaved. Yes, it created long-standing socioeconomic problems for Black people for centuries to come that we're still dealing with to this day, okay? However, when it comes to this food thing, we are not a monolith, y'all. We were not all fucking enslaved. Some of us came from different backgrounds. Like, there are Afro-Latina people. There are Afro-French people. Like, you know, being Black doesn't just mean, like, it is not just being in chains. You know?
It wasn't just you were a slave.
Exactly. And soul food to me, it consists of more than slave food. Okay? And it's definitely bigger than what's happening in the South. Like, don't get me wrong, we got the staple. We got it on lock down here. The chicken and waffles, the cornbread, the everything, we got it down here. Mac and cheese, whatever. But there is more to soul food than just those traditional dishes. And I feel like, you know, if you want to check out my page, you know, and the story on New Land to Drip, I was actually at an event called Made with Love and Soul 2022 that I hosted, and it was at Microsoft's Connector restaurant, and there were 4 chefs who were supposed to bring soul food dishes, but make them high end, you know, for everyone to try. And it was lamb chops, braised beef, a stew, like all these things. And one of them was a Caribbean stew. And another one, of course, was like more American, like the braised beef. And then the lamb chop, like I'm like, I guess you could call it maybe like a French situation. I don't know. But still, things that are typically soul food flavors that we see a lot, all of that happened. Not one person was like, oh yeah, I used this crazy cut of meat because I used, you know, back in the day, my ancestors were slaves. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just, all the food was bussin' at this event, and it was focused on soul food. So like, although I thought this show was, you know, entertaining to watch, you know, good food was being made. It does, you know, highlight a lot of positives that's happening, of course, in the Black community. But I think it just really fell flat on connecting Black culture and the true meaning of soul food, which is why it receives a rock rating of fair, and that's on Milley Rock Approved.
Wow. It's a toughy one.
Yeah, I mean, it was still good. Like,
it's a harsh review there.
It's nice to watch on the background. I love a good cooking show, but yeah, like
she did.
It's eating dry. I did learn a new word from there, like a new term from there. So
you've got a new lingo now. So newbies, there you go. New term of the new year. Okay, well, I have to give you the fresh out. So thanks to Banks, I'm going to freshen up your playlist. Now these things may be out or they haven't come out, but I have got the freshest things to add to your playlist. Now, there is a new girl group in town, and they have been running rampant with the Shabuya song.
Shabuya, roll call.
Yes, all of them. And I really love to see, I believe it's K Carbon, Slimeroni, Gloss,
Aliza.
And Aliza, yes. So all of them, I love that there's different dynamics of each of them. And then when you're rapping, it's like you know exactly who's who.
Yeah.
So enjoying Shabuya, and now they have Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo.
Ooh.
That one is doing exactly what it's supposed to have done. So it's a new girl group. They are fresh out, if you ask me. I really have loved the videos. Whoever is filming their things is doing a good job at keeping us interested. Even though it's like, you know, there might not be a lot going on in the background type thing. But also, I think that each girl represents girlies that might be in your friend group. So I enjoy Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. It's giving exactly what it's supposed to have gave, especially following up that Shabuya song. So I have been on repeat with this new girl group. Now, we can also call this young lady Grammy nominated.
Okay,
Glorilla drops internet trolls.
G to the L to the O. Big Glow. That's my favorite thing that she's ever said. I love that.
Big Glorilla.
I love that shit.
Big Glow Gangsta.
Yes.
Yes, so she drops a video, Internet Trolls. Very interesting video as well. They make Glow, like she really is like glowed up for real, but I love that it still gives her, if that makes sense. Like, you know, she didn't do the fake butt. She was like, it's just my teeth. But everything else, I'm like, okay, like, yeah, they just enhance your beauty. That's it. You know, you still look good, girl. And I love that she's been sticking to her guns with just who she is. So it's been great that she's been consistently dropping music. And I do like Internet Trolls. I think it sounds good in the club. Okay. Definitely stand on the couch and tell some people that they're the Internet Trolls.
Period.
Okay?
Yes.
She says she wanted to let people know that there's a world outside of the internet.
Yes, specifically the people that are in my comments.
Girl, no, you get no forgiveness. Guys, you can go check out Milley's TikTok. Cuff it. Great little laughter, and go through the comments. All right.
Can't have everything.
They ate me up. I was like, damn.
They said the main girl needs to go to the back. I was like,
oh, they called me a singer. I'm like, but I'm not singing. But okay, sure. Sure.
Oh my. Okay, I stumbled across Lil Yachty's Pretty. So I am late to the party, but maybe you are too. So you can add it to your playlist as something fresh. I really enjoyed like hearing Lil Yachty's voice. It's always distinctive, of course. But this one really did make me feel very pretty. Like I was like, okay, this is like one for the girlies. You're about to go out. You're getting dressed up. Turn on Pretty by Lil Yachty. Okay. And one more I have to get out is Drake. We Can Done. And I know he's trying to say We Can Done, but it's spelled with 2 A's, and it's giving Drake's fake accent, but it has popcorn on it, and I'm like, well, we can make it do what it do. If popcorn accepts it, so do I. So add that to your reggae playlist as long as you're also adding Guan for Me by Chevy too, okay? So those can go like hand in hand. Or something
It's the shameless plug for me.
It's fresh out, so add it to your playlist and freshen it up. I am Bonnie Banks, so thanks to Banks, your playlist is freshed up.
That's on period. Okay. Well, yes, I'm definitely going to take a listen. I do like good Lil Yachty. Okay. So I think y'all have all seen this, and it has come to my attention that we have some major questions that need answers. The big red boot.
Y'all, Millie has been talking about this for a minute.
My God. It has broken the internet, one. It broke my fashion mind, two, because I'm just like, where are we at right now? Between these big red boots, bears in S&M gear, to walking in a dirt path in fashion. Like, I'm just like, I just don't even know where the fashion game is going right now. But MSCHF announces its upcoming release of the Big Red Boot on February 16th. The $350 Big Red Boot, rubber boot, has made its way to some of our favorite IG hype beasts, okay? And now everyone can look like their own form of Bart Simpson, okay? It's great. You can all be a Simpson. You can also, like, they're turning us into real life avatars.
They are.
You can be a Minecraft character, you know, if you want.
I kind of think, you know what? Prada has their snow boots that kind of move like theirs.
Yeah.
In a weird way. So I think that this style is...
They basically took what happened with Moon Boot and they're like, let me just take it a step further. Yeah. And I know I'm making a lot little jokes about like cartoon characters, but these are actually inspired by Astro Boy. Okay. So they are coming from a cartoon character. Okay. And you know, I did see somebody who already put on the boots. She decided she was going to put on an outfit. And, you know, I decided maybe it's my time to try to style because
do your thing.
I was like, okay, girl, that's what you did. That's what you did. So let me show y'all what I did.
Okay.
Okay. So on my big red boot style, because that's the question that needs answers. Yes. How would you style this big red boot? And I was kind of going for like... almost like I was inspired by Aaliyah Core.
I was about to say, it's giving Aaliyah Core.
I like the crocheted look because the boots are so avant-garde and just so much in and of themselves. I feel like you kind of have to go for a more like really much outfit. So I'm kind of like taking like the drip earring, shout out to Lucky Day with his little drip body cuff. I was like, okay, that would look nice on your ear. Then we got the crocheted gloves with a crocheted crop top because pretty much these boots are so motherfucking big, the rest of your body need to be out. And then I put the diesel wrap skirt, which I've heard you cannot really wear this wrap skirt outside. But for pictures, this will look good. You know, it just doesn't sit. It just really just wraps around you.
Yeah.
It's a belt. It's for standing, not for sitting.
Cooch all out.
Right, it's a coochie belt. Okay, this is a coochie belt. And then I added some of the slouchy white socks because that's how I saw them kind of styled on Hypebeast. So I was like, okay, I kind of actually did like that look, and to tie in all of like the crocheted woven elements. And then I have the JW Pay purse. That's kind of like puffy to keep that roundness kind of going. So now seeing all this together, I would rock that. I would rock this all together. Yes. Also, if I was going to cosplay as Astro Boy, you know, the cosplayers are probably excited right now. Like, this is great. This is completing your look. And it's $350, which is way too affordable for you niggas because I know y'all finna buy these. I've already seen people saying they're going to get them and dip them in blue so that they can, you know, be on Crip and shit. So I'm like, I don't understand why y'all are like this.
I don't understand why they like these chunky, like, styled boots. You know what I mean? But I did see somebody trying to get it off.
Yeah.
No. It's not coming off. Actually, you're supposed to take a shower in it.
These look like the thing that Mario come up out of. They look like the little tube.
That's what I was about
Mario
to say when you asked me. When you asked me, I was like, I mean, it kind of does look like a Mario game. Right. But you were trying to ask for a specific character. I was like, I can't remember.
Right. Like Sonic did not collect these coins for this.
Okay.
It's not. He did not collect these coins. But I don't know. Do you like the boots, Bonnie?
I low-key like them.
Would you rock the boots?
Yes, absolutely.
Where would you rock these to?
Anything, a listening event, especially in Atlanta, because you know Atlanta, like you're supposed to come kind of stand out, like stand out-ish. Those would make me stand out, and I feel like I have been on the verge of getting standout pieces. So that's a standout piece. You know, you put it on with like a little skirt, like a ruby rose skirt. So keeping that same little, you know, stripe element,
just like, the coochie,
just the coochie. You know, it's like, ooh. So I would do something like that, and then I did see Ice Spice wearing a fishnet, like red fishnet. And then, you know, the Aaliyah titty bra.
Yeah, like a nice little,
Yes.
a little bikini top.
Yes, and just keep it kind of like sexy and light. And then, of course, the hairstyle to me would have to probably be something kind of like crazy, though. Like, you know, your hair standing up, maybe
mullet.
pigtails. A mullet would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I would do a mullet.
Bust down to me, like
It's giving bust
I
down?
feel like the hair needs to be long because y'all already saying y'all not gonna wear no clothes with this.
Like stick straight.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it needs to be like a straight down. Oh, I can see that
the
too.
bust down,
No.
I'm thinking like anime-ish.
I'm thinking like it
You
needs
know?
to be like, if I'm doing hair long, it's going to be a swoop that's very aggressive. A swoop, but it's like close to my
eyelid,
head.
right.
Everything is close.
Keep it
and
tight.
down.
Keep it tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I was gonna do some stitch back braids, that could look cute too. Add some little
Okay, maybe some really long ones too.
Yeah.
Like some really long ones. Yeah, no, I could see it. I don't know. I don't know, Millie. I think these little big red boots are gonna make their way out, and Amazon's gonna have them, and that's when I'm gonna order it.
They're not even that bad. Like,
No.
I feel like you should just get the $350
Get the
ones because if
350s.
you get the cheaper ones, like, Lord knows what those are gonna look like and how they're gonna wear on your foot.
I just don't know. This material that I believe it's the same almost Yeezy slide material.
know what the hell.
But this material
3D printer made
situation.
these.
Rubber. It's rubber.
Yeah. So like that situation of that material, I feel like they about to have those all over.
What's crazy to me is
little
these
dupes.
shoes have not even dropped yet. They're
That
still
means
on the
they're not
way.
in the fashion though of being.
But I've already seen at
first to have
least
it.
like now I've probably seen
seen a couple
5
people.
people.
Yeah.
Five people with these boots, and I'm sick to my stomach because like
For real.
the one person who the people that I really want to see wear these are Lil Uzi Vert, Aaliyah, right? Aaliyah Core, and then of course Rico Nasty. Like I need to see what y'all do because then I will know.
vibe,
Right,
yeah.
then I'll know it's fashion. But what I'm sorry, sis, but what you did, I was like, no, this is just not something. If you're gonna be a hot girl, you got to give high fashion hot girl, not like we can't be giving the Sheen hot girl.
You know
like,
what?
I can't
oh
do
no,
that.
Millie.
I can see JT wearing these too. Because
'Cause
she matches Uzi's vibe a lot of the time.
Yes,
you know? And the girls was
yes.
hating on her because she's unique, you know?
Yeah.
Like her birthday shoot, she was giving unique.
Okay.
So the girls was hating on her, and I was like,
I do.
Everyone
remember
hates on the blonde brows, like the bleach brows. That's
because
the
they
problem.
can't wear them. I know I can't wear them.
Oh,
Do a bleach brow
Betty
one
said
time.
exactly what y'all needed to hear, okay? That is our questions. That needs answers. We are going to style these red boots. We want to actually see how you guys would possibly style these red boots, too. We need to put this up on _. We're going to put our styles up, and we want you guys to send us yours.
Period. Period. Okay. Well, listen, y'all. Got a game. We got a game coming up next.
Yes.
Clearly, y'all, we're just flying from the seat of our pants on this one because, you know, I think Valentine's Day got us kind of like discombobulated. It's in the middle of the week, but also.
But you can't really go anywhere?
Like,
But you can.
anyway, we're going to get it together. But while we're getting it together, keep it locked in with us. Make sure that you follow us at @NewLanta_.
Ding ding, it's a nigga at the front door. Probably eating gumbo, straight up out the jungle. Ling ling, fresh hibachi at the front porch. Ducking all the gun smoke. What you got a front for? Bitch, quit playing with me. 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 Green bean, just a youngin' watching Dumbo. He just drop his nuts though. What you acting dumb for? Same phone, no new number. What you want, ho? Is it about the hunchos? Tell me it's a done zone. Bitch, quit playing with me. 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 Bitch, quit playing with me.
When it comes through the black cloud, it'll come through in a beam. So it'll only hit one or a few. It won't hit the mass. And it's up to that one or a few to share that light, man. You know what I mean?
As of lately, fuck you, pay me. We got babies, we got dreams. We got fantasies and legacies and specialties and royalties and publishing and equity. Quit testing me. Bitch, quit playing with 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 me. playing with me. On top of the mountain, on top of the tower, I'm feeling my power again. I'm there in the hour, the grass is green, the world is ours again. Po day annual, income gradual, necessary capital. Why would I cap to you? Bitch, quit playing with me. 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 Bitch, quit playing with me.
Show me you want this shit. When it's over, I'ma show you how to work that shit. Put me closer, I'ma tell you I ain't got it. Hear me out, I'm waiting on my deposit.
Can't afford the club, I walked in with a dub. Niggas know my name, so they bout to show me love. Bitches love my face, so they tryna give me hugs. I'm here to politic, I do not have a section. Here comes the 4 to the 3 to the 2. More reason, she telling me that she through, but she ain't. And she can't, cause I say what I mean, and mean what I say, and then she
Bend it over, show me you want this shit. When it's over, I'ma show you how to work that shit. Put me closer, I'ma tell you I ain't got it. Hear me out, I'm waiting on my deposit.
2 a.m. bitch, put it on my tab. Every hookah in this bitch, put it on my tab. Casamigos for my amigos, put it on my tab. For my niggas who ain't got it, put it on my tab. Say the valet cost how much? Put it on my tab. Your OnlyFans cost how much? Put it on my tab. Lamb chops cost how much? Put it on my tab. Right now I don't give a fuck, put it on my tab.
Let me get 100 bottles of Casamigos, right? 22 bottles of Henny and 32 bottles of Ciroc, and put it on his tab.
Bend it over, show me you want this shit. When it's over,
It was a Crash Rory.